Welcome to Cooking in the Garage. Attention, please. Welcome to another cooking show. Glad to have you guys here. We're making some whole chicken on the barbecue, whole pumpkin on the barbecue, and we're having a nice little salad on the side. So let's start with the pumpkin because it will take some time to cook the whole pumpkin. We're not cutting into it, we're just using it a whole thing. This is a great organic pumpkin. It tastes great. If you put it on the fire for a long time, it will just, all the sugars will come out, all the taste will come out, and everything on the barbecue is always great. All right, so we have the pumpkin, we have some tin foil. Make sure you have enough tin foil because you want to wrap it tightly. You want all the juices to stay inside and you want it to cook properly. So it needs to be airtight. Okay, make sure you buy some quality tin foil. It makes all the difference. But you want to have quality stuff to cook. Same as my ingredients. I'd rather spend a little bit more and have good food than to have tasteless food for cheap. But now we're gonna put the pumpkin that we wrapped nicely in the tin foil. So we now have the pumpkin on the barbecue, and this will probably have to cook for like 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how your barbecue is. You can test if it's cooked by pushing on it. Like now it's rock hard, and you want it to be nice and soft. I did this yesterday, and what I did is I brined the chicken. That's the only little effort you have to do previously for making this dish, but it's also a very short effort. So you have to boil some water with some salt and some herbs and some spices to give the brine a flavor. And then you put the chicken in when the brine is cooled off, and then you have it overnight in the fridge. So I add some bay leaves, I add some garlic, I add some lemon. I put a bit of sugar in there. Chicken and the sweetness is always nice. And this will not be the main taste of the chicken, but it's nice. You'll taste it in the meat. Like mostly flavors I put on outside the meat. Here, the brine really makes it go into the meat. Oh, and I did add some apple cider vinegar. So we will cut the chicken in half. You always feel for its backbone. And then you just go slightly next to it. Put your knife in all the way down and all the way down. Use a sharp knife. My knife's not so sharp, as you can see, but we're getting there. Take the rope off. I like to keep it on while cutting. It's easy, it stays together. Rope off. Oh, look at it. This is a great organic chicken. Look at its fat content. Yummy. Break it a little bit. And then cut it on this side. It's brined, so it has marinated. We're going very easy today and we're dry rubbing it. So we'll dry rub it before we put it on the grill. Okay, I just emptied my pantry and I found some herbs. Here's some curry powder, we have some garlic powder, we have some paprika, we have some black pepper, and we have some Italian herbs. So a dry rub is dried spices and then just on top of your meat. And today it's our chicken. So we're gonna start with the garlic, just slowly, evenly distribute it. If you're a garlic man, you do use a bit more. This stuff is pretty fucking strong. It's great. Curry is our main spice today, which is multiple spices put together. So for the lazy chef, this is a great option. Make sure you evenly distribute it. Then we'll use some black pepper. Be careful because you can ruin the chicken. As you can see, it comes out pretty quick. That's it, bit of spice, hopla. The dry rub elevates the taste of the skin and on the outside. We have a really quality chicken here, so I'm not putting anything on the inside because we have the chicken that will taste really well, and then because of the brine, the taste of the chicken will be even better. We have to watch out. I think I'm going to cut off this fat for now because it's a lot. We can probably, you know what, we can put it on the skin. You can also keep this and fry your vegetables in here. This is like delicious. So you can see our pumpkin is cooking. There's a bit of smoke coming out. I'm going to have a look. Take the grill off for a second. Yeah, it's still very hard on the top. We're going to flip it. All right, so we did the pumpkin on. We've had it on there for 15 minutes. We turned it around. There'll probably be another 15 on here. We're grilling the chicken, and in the end, they'll all be ready at the same time. And then we'll do skin down first. Hey, you see the fat, this fatty chicken is already making flames. Okay, so cooking the chicken by halves, you need a proper hot barbecue. Yeah, that's a fatty chicken. Don't want it to be too black. Yes, flames are pretty hot already. I grill by feel and look. So here's a big difference. This guy is starting to look nice and that guy could have been a bit longer. So we're doing this. So here we have a beautiful grilled chicken. We put the lid on to get it a bit smoky and a bit more oven because you want it properly cooked. I would say like at least 20 to 30 minutes on the barbecue for the chicken. Time to make salad. Today for the salad we will use some fennel. It's organic, don't panic. And we have some watercress, beautiful, tasty, got a good bite to it. I'm gonna use some mustard. Today we have some Culinary German mustard. There's no bad additives in this one. It's very clean. No E numbers. The Germans like it clean. I'd rather have an organic mustard, but today I just bought this. It's cheap. We have some organic olive oil and some organic apple cider vinegar. So we'll cut the fennel by 4. We also put a pan on with some water. We're just gonna like blanch it quickly. Don't need to cook it. We're just gonna blanch it. Take out the bitter bits here. I love a stock with some fennel. Definitely with chicken, it goes really well together. And then we just sort of, not too small, not too big. This is how chefs cook. You use the whole animal, or this is how we used to cook back in the days. Anybody use the whole animal, use the whole vegetable. Especially if you're buying organic, it's not the cheapest thing, so you'd rather just use all of it. So when you blanch something, you only need it 1 or 2 minutes in boiling water just to get the bite of the fennel, and the taste of the fennel will be a little less fennel-y. It sounds weird, but it makes for a great taste. So we blanched the fennel. You can see it's just like slightly cooked. It still has a bite to it. It's not like grandma style. And it's ready for our salad. We will now make a little dressing. We take some olive oil. We take some mustard. We take some vinegar. Our lovely apple cider vinegar, if you haven't drank it all. And then we put some black pepper and some salt. That's it, very basic, very lovely. We will now put the fennel in there, the watercress, and I like to just break it up a little bit in pieces. I like the sticks, you can peel them off, but I think they're nice and strong taste. Mix it all in, and at the end we add a little bit of a few capers. Always love some pickled stuff in my salad. Okay, we're taking the chicken off because it looks very tasty. So the pumpkin is ready, because you can see it's really soft. Nice and squishy. And we're now opening the pumpkin. You can see it's very well cooked because it's very soft, like a baked potato. Yes, pumpkin is a lovely, healthy food. Here, look, nice and black, perfect. This is how I like my pumpkin. Here, look at it, nice and cooked. Okay, so this is the good moment. Take it out. Some people like the black stuff, some people don't. I'm into it. Take his hat off. Ta-da! Throw it in the bin. And then we open it. Look at it. So now's the trick to take a spoon and gently take the hairs and the pits out, because they're not so tasty. I think we've now cooked this pumpkin for at least half an hour. Could be a little bit less, it gets a bit firmer. Now we have a bit of a softer version. I like the skin. It's an organic pumpkin, you can definitely eat the skin. We haven't seasoned the pumpkin yet, so this is what we'll do. We'll start off with some salt, which is always great. With our little black pepper. Gently. Okay, so what I really like with pumpkin is cumin. Cumin and pumpkin are a match made in heaven. So we will use some cumin. And then we will drizzle some olive oil. We take the feta, the organic feta, and we just crumble some over. Feta and olive oil always go really well together. Put as much cheese on as you like, not too much. It shouldn't overrule the taste. I think this looks good. Okay, and then to finish it off, we chop some fresh parsley. I like it not too finely chopped, and you can use plenty of it. Parsley is always great. And then just sprinkle it over. So here we have a lovely rustic dish of roasted whole pumpkin on the barbecue. Alright, so our family feast is nearly ready. We will plate the salad. Hopla, will always look good plated. We added the capers, lovely mustard dressing. And now for our family feast finish, we cut up the chicken so there won't be any arguing on the table. There we go. Alright, there you have it, little family feast for Sunday. Some roasted pumpkin with feta, cumin and olive oil and parsley. Some watercress with slightly blanched fennel, capers, mustard, olive oil, and our brine chicken with some dry rub that we found in the pantry. Now, bon appetit. Huh? Thank you for watching Cooking in the Garage. My name is George and I'll see you next time.